Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Thursday. We got 12 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go and sign up with Parlay Play in the link below. Get free entries when you guys sign up. So go ahead and hop in there. Hopefully, you get some nice wins. And yeah, we'll hop in it. 12 matchups. Starting with a doubleheader between the Los Angeles Angels versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Angels plus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 1.70. And then pitching for the Angels is Shohei Ohtani with an ERA of 3.45. The Angels currently on a 6-game losing streak, losing to the Yankees yesterday or 2 days ago, 9-1. Yeah, they definitely struggled in that matchup. Pretty good pitching matchup here. I do like Nestor Cortez in this matchup in game one here. I'm going to stick with the Yankees at home. They've just been playing very well. And Angels, they're just on a bad losing streak. Not sure I can trust them in this matchup. I'm going to take the Yankees at home in game one. And the second part of the doubleheader, we had the Los Angeles Angels versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 120. LA plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 4.65. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 2.49. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Yankees in game one and game two as well. Detmers has given up 8 runs in his last 2 starts on the mound. Doesn't really excite me too much with a team that's already on a 6-game losing streak. I'm going to take the Yankees at home in both games. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Detroit Tigers. Minnesota opening up as road favorites at minus 128. Detroit plus 118 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 4.19. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Tigers is Alex Faedo with an ERA of 3.0. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Minnesota losing their last 2 games to Detroit here. Losing 5-0 and 4-0 in both matchups. And yeah, Minnesota just hasn't been able to score in these last 2 games. And Detroit playing well in these last 2 matchups. 8-2 at home. 7-2 at home against Minnesota. I'd say a pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers playing actually very well here. I'm going to take Detroit plus 1.5 at home. Minnesota, they haven't scored in the last 2 games. Detroit playing good at home against Minnesota. I'm going to take Detroit plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Texas Rangers. Tampa Bay opening up as road favorites at minus 135. The Rangers plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Rays is Corey Kluber with an ERA of 4.03. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Taylor Hearn with an ERA of 5.36. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off a Rangers win yesterday, winning 4-3. Rangers have been good, 6-1 at home right now, but I like Corey Kluber on the mound for the Rays. He's only given up 5 total runs in his last 3 starts. And yeah, I think I like Tampa on the road. I'm going to roll with the Rays. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -185. The White Sox +155 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Johnny Cueto with an ERA of 2.41. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Alek Manoah with an ERA of 1.77. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Yeah, Toronto beating the White Sox 7-3 yesterday. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now, playing, lights out. White Sox just 2-4 on the road against Toronto, where they've struggled. Yeah, I like the Blue Jays at home. They're on a huge win streak. I thought the White Sox would have been at least able to cover yesterday, but they just couldn't do it. And yeah, we're rolling with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we have the San Francisco Giants versus the Miami Marlins. Miami opening up as home favorites at -135. The Giants +115 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 4.81. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Marlins is Sandy Alcantara with an ERA of 2.0. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 14 strikeouts. Giants coming off that 6-5 loss against the Phillies. And then Miami coming off a 13-12 loss against Colorado. Just 1-3 in their last 4. Sandy has been really good on the mound so far. I mean, he's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts, which is pretty solid. And I don't know. I just think there's good value with the Giants on the road, especially on the money line, if you want to take them on the money line here. But Giants are 6-2 against Miami straight up. And yeah, Alex Wood's been pretty solid. Nothing crazy. I'm going to lean with the Giants on the road here. Taking Giants +1.5. Next matchup will be the Washington Nationals versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -130. Washington +110 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for the Nationals is Joan Adon with an ERA of 6.08. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Graham Ashcraft with an ERA of 1.69. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Washington on a 3-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back games where they did not score a run. They're 1-4 against Cincinnati, 1-5 on the road where they've been playing pretty poorly here. I'm going to lean with the Reds at home. Ashcraft has actually been really good in his last 2 starts on the mound here. And then Adon just hasn't been that good here. I'm gonna take the Reds at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Baltimore Orioles. Mariners opening up as road favorites at -120. The Orioles +100 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Mariners is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 4.47. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.26. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Seattle losing to Baltimore yesterday 9-2. Yeah, they'd most definitely struggled in yesterday's matchup. Pretty even pitching matchup here. Can't say I really like either pitcher. Both pitchers giving up a decent amount of runs. I'm going to take a shot with the Orioles plus 1.5 at home. Even pitching matchup. Yeah, I'm going to take Orioles plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Padres plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Padres is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 4.02. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Adrian Hauser with an ERA of 3.69. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Padres coming into this on a 3-game losing streak. Milwaukee on a 2-game losing streak here. Pretty even pitching matchup. Yeah, I'm going to take the Padres plus 1.5 on the road. Both teams coming off a losing streak here. I'm going to lean with the Padres plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Cardinals is Matthew Laborator with an ERA of 3.72. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Keegan Thompson with an ERA of 1.57. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 4 strikeouts. Cardinals on a 3-game winning streak, played very well in that Padres series. Cubs coming off 2 wins against the Brewers here. Even pitching matchup. I'd say Keegan Thompson's definitely been the better pitcher here. Only giving up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. And it looks like they are the underdog in this matchup here. So, yeah, I'm liking the Cubs at home plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus the Colorado Rockies. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 150. The Rockies plus 130 with the over-under at 11. Pitching for the Braves is Ian Anderson with an ERA of 4.34. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 5.51. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 8 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Atlanta coming off that Arizona win, and then Colorado coming off a 13-12 win against Miami. I'm going to lean with the Braves on the road here. Gomber coming off giving up an 8-run game. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts here. Not in love with that whatsoever. I'm going to take the Braves on the road. And then the last matchup, we have the New York Mets versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 175. The Mets plus 145 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Mets is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 2.83. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tony Gonsolin with an ERA of 1.80. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. The Mets on a 6-game losing streak right now. They are playing very good. Coming off 2 games where they didn't allow the Nationals to even score. And then the Dodgers on a 3-game losing streak. Lost all 3 games to Pittsburgh. Don't know what's going on with the Dodgers. But yeah, very hard to trust the Dodgers, especially at minus 175. Coming off 3 bad losses. Mets playing very well. Mets, on a 6-game winning streak here. I'm going to take the Mets plus 1.5 on the road. Dodgers just on a bad losing streak, man, and Mets playing very good baseball. Hard to trust the Dodgers at minus 175. That's just so risky to me. I'm going to take the Mets plus 1.5 on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.